Good morning, you guys, from New Orleans, Louisiana. Today we're going to be showing you guys the top things to see and do here in this beautiful city.
We're starting our tour right here in the heart of New Orleans in Jackson Square. We have the beautiful St. Louis Cathedral behind us and the winding Mississippi River in front of us, and it is the perfect place to start our tour of this amazing city. So this city is often referred to as one of the most unique cities in the world, and what I think they mean by that is with the unique blend of cultures, French, African, Spanish, Creole, they really shine throughout, especially right here in the French Quarter, where you can find festivals, live jazz music, hints of voodoo, and of course, some of the best food in the country.
Wow, how beautiful is the Mississippi. All right, first stop done, Jackson Square. Next, we're heading to the famous, iconic Café du Monde, where we're trying beignets and Café au lait. Let's do it. Line's this long for Café du Monde. It is the original place, so it's always busy. There's a line out back, you can get it for takeaway. So I think we're gonna do that because the line is a little ridiculous. The takeaway line's pretty long too.
Let's go. Just went to Café du Monde and got our beignets. We brought them down to the river because it's nice and cool down here. So once you get your order, oh, I already saw powdered sugar fly out of the bag. So it comes with 3 beignets in an order. You get it, shake it up. When was the last time you had a beignet?
Wow, that's so good.
Powdered sugar is already getting everywhere. Try not to get powdered sugar all over me. Oh God, it's not working. Hey, this stuff just flicks right off this dress. I did a little wink there. I'm gonna try the coffee now. They sell 2 types of coffee. You can get a café au lait, which is the classic drip dark roast coffee with steamed milk. So let's go ahead and give that one a try. Hot, why is it so hot? That's really good. And then this one is the black chicory coffee. So it's just the original dark drip roast. I actually like that better than the Café au lait.
Really?
Yeah, I think the Café au lait had too much milk. This is perfectly like chocolatey, rich, delicious. This is really good.
All right, my turn with the beignets. Seriously, look how delicious that looks. Ooh, you kinda, oh, that's what got on the camera. The powdered sugar. First bites. Oh my goodness. Oh, these are so light, delicious. What a great way to start the day. It might not be the healthiest choice, but damn, that's good. If you come, the chicory coffee is where it's at. Just dark roast, delicious, nice and hot.
A little bit about me is I actually grew up in Louisiana, about 45 minutes outside of New Orleans. And like a lot of people, I tend to overlook the experiences that are right in my own backyard. I'm so excited to be taking you guys around the city that I grew up near and showing you all it has to offer, while also experiencing it kind of through tourist eyes myself.
Hour-long carriage rides, we're loading up.
Something that I learned recently that I thought was super interesting was that all of the artists selling like around Jackson Square and behind the St. Louis Cathedral have to have a license from the city saying that they are selling their own works and that they are originals. I love that you can come here and know that you're getting a unique souvenir instead of the typical t-shirt or shot glass.
Wow, how amazing this is, huh? Live jazz music doesn't get any better. Woo! beautiful. It's actually the oldest in North America, and it's pretty cool. As you walk by, you can see palm reading, there's some psychics, and a bunch of artwork.
We are continuing along our city tour. We're gonna head straight down Decatur Street and go to the French Market. It is like a melting pot of cultures. It has souvenir shops, food stalls. It's open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and it is a iconic spot here in New Orleans, and we are gonna go check it out right now. I'm gonna get some crab claws and I think some oysters to try. We decided to get a little pick-me-up here in the French Market because why not? It's the middle of the day and it's time for a drink and a snack. We got a beer, which is Harris Brewing Ghost the Machine.
It's a double IPA, so it's a little stronger.
Ooh, that is really, really good. It is strong. Okay, so instead of 4.5% alcohol, it's almost like 8% alcohol. Holy moly.
But it's so good. It doesn't taste like it's delicious.
I needed that in the middle of the day. Okay, now for the crab claws. I'll walk more that time. The tiniest little lemon wedge. I'm gonna squeeze it. Okay, now it is time to try the crab claws. That is so good. It is salty, crunchy, seasoned to perfection, delicious. I did get a couple of oysters, so we're gonna go ahead and try them here at Jay's Seafood Dock, and I did put a little bit of hot sauce on mine. That is so delicious, like a little kiss of the ocean. Delicious.
Bottoms up. Wow, those are so fresh. I don't know if there's any better oysters than right here in New Orleans. It's the second time having them. Unbelievable.
This song is for you guys.
Something else to do here in the French Quarter is to go grab a cocktail at the Hotel Monteleone. They have a beautiful carousel bar. It's a little late in the afternoon, so we probably won't get a seat at the bar, but we're still gonna go grab a cocktail. Just arrived to the carousel bar and we actually got the last 2 seats, so how lucky is that? So we just ordered our cocktail here at the carousel bar. We ordered the Vue Carré, which means French Quarter, so it is the iconic drink to have here at the French Quarter. You can find this drink all over New Orleans, but it was first served here at the carousel bar in 1938, so we figured that's the cocktail we would order. I don't know any of the liquors that were listed that are in this. Liquor.
I know, Sammy, that's not a good face. You don't like the whiskey, do you? I'll try it for you guys. Cheers, you guys. So refreshing, so good. It's a little too sweet for me. Delicious though. But the setting's where it's at. We're actually swirling around the slow carousel. It goes pretty slow. Sammy says she's getting motion sickness, but I don't believe her. It's like an inch a minute. We've almost made one full loop by the time we've been here. So we'll say one loop every 15 minutes. See? I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, we are leaving the carousel bar now and we are going to hop on the streetcar and head over to the Garden District. Okay, so I know I said we were headed straight to the Garden District, but after that cocktail, we were a little hungry, so we stopped at this place called Killer Po' Boys. We're gonna grab ourselves a sandwich to share and then head on over to the Garden District.
So as a worker here, what do you recommend for a first-time po' boyer? And he actually said that the shrimp, no question, that's what we're getting. Sammy agreed. Po' boy, the name is kind of funny too, so I'll let Sammy explain that to you.
This sandwich is called the po' boy, or also known as the poor boy. So back in the 1930s, there were a bunch of streetcar workers that went on strike and they needed a cheap lunch. And so they came up with this sandwich that was called a poor boy, or also known today as the po' boy. It became wildly famous and you can get it with all kinds of ingredients. It kind of of reminds me of like a Vietnamese banh mi. I mean, I say reminds me, I haven't eaten these things my entire life, but Tommy hasn't, and so we got the shrimp po' boy because it's a classic, and he's gonna try it for the first time.
It was pretty awesome. They actually have like 8 shrimp on here. A lot more than I thought. Also, we have some salad mix. Looks like mayonnaise, carrots, cilantro, some lettuce. Let's dig in. The bread on the outside is so crunchy, but so soft on the inside. The shrimp tastes so fresh. There's garlic, a little bit of spice in there. Wow, these po' boys are where it's at. You cannot miss out on the po' boys when you're here in New Orleans.
This streetcar started running in 1835, making the trolleys running up and down St. Charles Street the world's oldest running streetcar line. Wow, that was a mouthful. Let's go hop on one.
All right, we just got on the trolley. We are moving. So it's only $1.25 per ride, or you can pay $3 for a full day pass. Just make sure you have around the exact change because you won't get change. Here we go. Woo!
Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Maybe tomorrow she'll come back to me.
So the Garden District here in New Orleans is known for their historical homes. Originally, there were only a couple of houses per block with huge, large gardens, giving it its name, the Garden District. There's been more development and now there's smaller gardens, but it's so beautiful to walk through, see all of the houses, their beautiful lawns, and yeah, it's a great thing to do here in New Orleans.
So a number of movies have been shot here in the Garden District. Also, it's home to some famous celebrities such as the Manning brothers, Lil Wayne, and Sandra Bullock. There's also a bunch of premier fancy restaurants and a cemetery, which is where we're heading to next.
We've been walking through the beautiful Garden District here in New Orleans, and we have come across Lafayette Cemetery #1. So when you come to a cemetery in New Orleans, you'll notice that all of the tombs are above ground. That's because New Orleans is either at or below sea level, resulting in a very high water table. Sometimes if coffins are placed underground, the bodies will become like waterlogged. So you'll notice that a lot of the tombs are above ground. Fortunately, it's closed, so we can't get in, but we can see the beautiful tombs. It's definitely a very unique stop on your tour around the city, and you can also include it in a ghost or cemetery tour.
These are about 10 feet long.
Awesome first day here in New Orleans. We're actually starting day 2, where we're heading to Homa's house right now. We just arrived to Whitney's plantation. We actually chose this sugarcane plantation instead of Homa's house because this place focuses on the lives of the enslaved people. It's located 1 hour from New Orleans. The tours go from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Let's go check it out.
We just finished our tour here at Whitney Plantation. It was $25 a person to get in. Unfortunately, there were no cameras allowed, but we were allowed to take photos. So let me just walk you through it a little bit. Once you buy your ticket, you get an audio tour guide that walks you through the entire plantation. So they have 14 different stops on the audio tour. Stops such as the plantation home, the main house. You can see the overseer's home, the slaves' quarters. There's numerous memorials that you can walk through. It's all very meticulously curated. This was a wonderful and passionate depiction of a plantation from a slave's perspective. If you have to choose one plantation to come to on your trip to New Orleans, Whitney Plantation is the one for you.
Yeah, you let me stand like a statue. I took my love for granted and it's alright. You left me in the dark, now it's alright. Staring at the phone, baby, all night. I ain't never worried, I'll be alright. I ain't even tripping off. I ain't even tripping off you. I ain't even tripping off. I ain't even tripping off you. I got myself a new babe. She posts me on the gram like every day. Sitting on top eating souffle. You can't even hear what you say. Took my love for granted and it's alright. Left me in the dark, now it's alright. Staring at the phone, baby, all night. And I ain't never worried, I'll be alright. I ain't even tripping off. I ain't even tripping off you. I ain't even tripping off. I ain't even tripping off. Yeah, yeah. Little acoustic version called I Ain't Tripping Off of.
Love it, man.
Thank you.
What's your name, man?
My name is KingPrinse.
KingPrinse.
KingPrinse, yes sir. My sign is right there. If you want to follow me on Instagram or my music at the bottom.
That evening, we got great prices on tickets to the local NBA team, the New Orleans Pelicans. We were lucky enough to attend during their playoff run. It was a very intense game, excited for the next season. We had a great time getting to know a lot of friendly locals and really enjoyed the pregame activities.
Thanks so much for watching, you guys. If you want to see more of New Orleans, make sure you check out our next video where we show you guys some amazing wildlife and some other great spots around New Orleans.
There's a gator!
Really?
Literally, I'm not